going to tell you something real funny. So today, I was at the polling station, still wearing the clothes I was wearing at the polls. I was over there promoting my husband, letting everybody know as soon as they walk that through the gauntlet to go vote. You're having people yelling on both sides, yelling their candidates' names, handing out literature. I mean, people are going through the gauntlet. It's frankly nerve-wracking for the voter, because they're being handed literature and hearing, everybody's calling out names. It's like, oh my goodness, it is going through the gauntlet. And as I do, I hand out mine. I'm part of it. I'm an electioneer. So you have the whole camp of electioneers. When I say camp, there's tents up, there's tables, there's chairs, there's just lots of literature, people wearing their gear. Look at me. I got Freddie for mayor, everybody's wearing their gear and trying to promote when they come out of those double doors and they're walking out and they got their sticker, I voted. Everybody's going, have a nice day, thank you for voting, and they get all of the accolades. Thank you so much for voting. We appreciate it. Every vote counts. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. I have noticed a lot of people in the camp. So this is Freddie's third time running, okay? Third time running for mayor. The first two times he ran, the first time it was during COVID. It was an off season. The election had been pushed off. Freddie came out of nowhere. The second time people got to know him a little more. But now everybody knows him. They know us. They know us. We're out there. We're helping. We're all helping each other. Can I get anything for you? Guys need water. Everybody's being all nice and being real nice to each other, and caring for one another. Well, one of the people on the Cumberland County GOP board that was mentioned in a recent article of the City View as having an incident with my daughter, and she opposes this rule for some reason. I don't know why. I don't understand that, but she opposes that rule, maybe because it would disqualify her from being on the board anymore, because she was just elected to be on the board. Anyway, she came into camp this morning. She came into camp with her little GoPro, her little selfie stick, and her little gimbal with her phone, and she was doing interviews all throughout. Thing is, people know her and recognize her. People know me. And this person does not like me or my daughter or my husband. She's openly campaigning against my husband. And she's a Republican on the Cumberland County Executive Board of the Republican Party. Executive Board. Publicly campaigning for an unaffiliate. Can't do both. You can't. Automatic resignation. But they're currently not enforcing that rule for some reason. There's a few people that came out and were openly campaigning for the unaffiliate. And my husband, being a Republican, strong Republican, and everybody knows it. All the Democrats, they know it. But they also know Freddie. They know him. They know his character. They know his heart. They know both of us. They know us. They see us. We're in all the circles. They all know us. And here she comes with her little gimbal, and she's doing her little, interview with people and dancing and, on the sidewalk, and everybody's like, what in the world is she doing? Okay, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing, but okay. But she came over to me, and people were watching as she came over to me, and she approached me with a little camera and asked me a question, a very provocative question. And they watched, and all the people in the camp were watching. I didn't realize it. I just thought, oh boy, here she comes. Okay, here she comes. Lord help me. Lord help me. Give me grace. Give me wisdom. And she came over there and asked her a very provocative question, and I'm sure it's going to be on her podcast, which is fine. Post it, I don't care. But she came over asking her little provocative question, and I answered it as graciously as I could. And then she walked off very smugly. After it was all over, and we're tearing down and taking down all of our signs, the polls are closed, no voters, just the rest of us electioneers, and we're cleaning up the property. And I was walking down to my red line limo, if you've seen me in it, it's my golf cart that seats 6, that has Freddie for mayor on both front and back. Very cool. If you haven't seen it, it's so much fun. And as I walked down, there were about 5 of the electioneers. One of them very prominent from one of the other candidates' teams. And she says to me, as I'm walking down, she says, Venus, I just want to tell you that you handled that beautifully. And I was like, what? Handled what? And she said, that girl was trying to provoke you. We were all watching. We all saw it. And we saw she was trying to provoke you. And she said to me, if that was me, it would not have ended that well. It would not have ended that well. And they were laughing. They said, that would not have gone like that. One of the ladies, oh my goodness, she said, if that was me, those pants would have been sleeves. I didn't realize people were watching. I'm just sitting there just trying to just hold and maintain and watch and trying to be gracious and just let her do her thing. You go right ahead and do your thing. They said, we know her. We know who she is. She ran for city council once, and we know who she is, and we know her. She's messy. And they said it would not have gone that way if it was them. And they said, for one thing, talking about a candidate's wife, but talking about your child, it wouldn't have gone down with just words. It wouldn't have gone down like that. And I'm talking about a very prominent woman in the camp, in the campaign, that is an opponent. And she noticed. And I said, can I just have a hug? Can I just have a hug? And then we just hugged. I said, thank you so much for that. Because it was shameful. Really is what it was. But praise God. Lord, just give me grace. Just give me grace. And I didn't realize everybody was watching. I didn't know what they were thinking, but apparently everybody was watching. Everybody saw her from the time she got there until the time she left. And that has been the talk. That's been the talk. She's messy. And they're like, man, they just shake their heads like, that was not right. That was not right. And she didn't she didn't do her candidate any favors doing that. She really didn't. She didn't do her candidate any favors. So anyway, that's my funny story for the day.